To achieve its role of controlling and managing hardware resources on behalf of applications, the operating system must have special privileges, as the definition pointed out, to have direct access to the hardware. Computer platforms distinguish between at least two modes: privileged kernel mode and unprivileged or user mode. Because an operating system must have direct hardware access, the operating system must operate in privileged kernel mode. Note the rectangle labeled MM, this means main memory, and I will use this simplified drawing of memory and CPU throughout this course. The applications, in turn, operate in unprivileged or user mode. Hardware access can be performed only from kernel mode by the operating system kernel. Crossing from user level into kernel level and the other way around, or in general distinguishing between the two, is supported by the hardware on most modern platforms. For instance, when in kernel mode, a special bit is set in the CPU, and if this bit is set, any instruction that directly manipulates hardware is permitted to execute. When in user mode, this bit is not set, and such instructions, such attempt to perform privileged operations will be forbidden. In fact, such attempts to perform a privileged operation when in user mode will cause a trap. The application will be interrupted, and the hardware will switch the control to the operating system at a specific location. At that point, the operating system will have a chance to check what caused that trap to occur, and then to verify if it should grant that access or if it should perhaps terminate the process if it was trying to perform something illegal. In addition to this trap method, the interaction between the applications and the operating system can be via the system call interface. The operating systems export a system call interface, so the set of operations that the applications can explicitly invoke if they want the operating system to perform a certain service and to perform certain privileged access on their behalf. Examples would be open to perform access to a file, or send to perform access to a socket, or malloc to allocate memory, many others. And operating systems also support signals, which is a mechanism for the operating system to pass notifications into the applications, and I will talk about these in a later lesson.